This mousepad is the most unique mousepad I've ever used. This is the Risen by 2DudezGaming. 2DudezGaming makes handmade mousepads here in the USA. These guys are metalworkers with a background in welding, both at a factory and at home setting. Some of the things they do are pretty close to blacksmithing. This is a prototype of the Risen, a balanced speed pad made out of cold rolled steel. The size of my pad is 490 by 490, but they offer different sizes and you can customize your pad however you'd like. Most pads are unique and have different colors, visible under different types of lighting, but there's currently 4 pads made from each sheet of metal. So you could end up getting a pad that's similar to another, but most likely it'll be pretty unique. The Risen excels in smooth tracking due to its low static and high dynamic friction. Matching target speeds and micro adjusting is very easy. But other pads like this already exist, right? Yes and no. Most pads that have been released are either outdated or simply run-of-the-mill pads. Most of the surfaces I've tried on the market are not very solid surfaces in my opinion, not to mention they probably aren't made of steel. That's not to say good pads within this niche don't exist. I like the Glassworks Hana, the glazed glass pads, and a few others. But even those are very similar to other glass pads, and some of those options are more expensive too. But to give you an idea of this pad's speed, overall I'd say this thing is 10 to 20% faster than a Cerapad, while keeping most of the control. Red obsidian dots were a bit faster than I expected. The surface area of full-size skates add a ton of friction. Obsidian Pros are viable, but they feel muddy and inconsistent. I'd stick to Silver Fox dots, full-size skates, or donuts. The Glassworks Hana is quieter than the Risen, but they're both very smooth. I'm going to answer a few questions that I've got a lot about mouse pads. As far as humidity goes, humidity with heat will cause fingerprints more often, but other than that, there's nothing crazy going on. It just needs to be maintained more like in humid climates. It's recommended to wipe the pad down with some Neverdol or something similar. And if they're being stored for a long time, you can even vacuum seal them. They plan on providing a vacuum seal bag in the future. And if any wear and tear happens on the pad, in the future, they offer resurfacing for a small fee. So if your pad gets damaged, they'll fix it. So unless you run the pad over or something, then they can't fix it. But yeah, that's my review on the Risen. I'll link their website and shit in the description. But if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Peace.